Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about your prefix, junior, senior, the third. Most of this is Roman, right? But I found something very interesting. Junior, which is what I am, okay, would be 10, and 1 and 8 is 9, which would be the same as Isis, is Ra, L. It's funny how that works out. Now, some of the words that are associated with prefix, okay, and this is what it's called, our prefix, which would be Mr., Mrs., all that stuff, and then you have a suffix, right? So it's funny how the word has you know, to pre-do something, remember the P, okay, the upside down symbol on the cross, P, B, and D, which is 666, right? So to pre-do something is to redo the P, right? Which is man upside down and backwards. So it starts with the beginning, but here's the crazy thing. The word means suffix. In English Gematria, Hebrew means forward, going forward. Here's another word that it means that's really weird. Hillary is the same as saying suffix. Matrix, Missy, Shannon, violence, mentor, and this is my favorite. So the Gemini is, you go from March, watch this, which would always be on the Gregorian calendar the number 1. So February would be 12, January would be 11, and then of course Sept is 7, Oct is 8, Nov is 9, Dec is 10, right? So you've got the Ram and the Christ, okay, which would be 1. So 2, and then the Trinity, would be March, April, and May. See, my daughter Danielle was born in May. That would be the number 3. 3 is always associated with the Trinity. That's the flag of Israel. Isis. Here it is right here. Here's Isis, the female. And then Ra, which would be the phallic symbol, right? So this would be right brain pointing down. Because why is the right brain pointing down? Because I'm telling you, this world is backwards. That's why Peter hung himself upside down, okay? Because this world is upside down. Everything that you've been taught from the day of your birth is a lie. And when you figure this out, now you're in God's kingdom. You're in the spiritual realm, right? You're in heaven. When you realize this world is upside down, everybody wants to crucify you. That's right side up. That's phallic, okay? Because this is a man's world. They associate that with the square. That's why you put a square on your head when you graduate. And then the circle would be the female, right? This music of the spheres. Okay, let's keep going. So twins would be Gemini, which would be associated with the number 3. Let me give you some numbers. Suffix in Gematria would be the number 32. Wow. Obama, Ram, right ascension meridian. There it is again. The female. Just like X-Men. X is the X chromosome. Sheriff, she, right? The sheep. The sheep is always the female, the right brain, okay? Goat would be the left, the phallic, and then the sheep would be the right. Pyramid, pyramid. And they're both trinities, right? And that's the number 33, because Jesus dies at 33, right? In order to get to heaven, you got to have a brain that works and functions balanced with the right brain. You have to conquer your 7 chakras, your 7 ego archetypes, your 7 major planets. The last planet is Saturn. And, of course, Saturday, then the sun, Sunday, and then the moon. The moon is the most powerful female electromagnetic force. The moon and the earth. Watch this. Would be the moon and the earth. God is queen. And that's why Q is 1 and 7, which is the number 8. 26 in Gematria is 8. God is 26. The letter Z for Zion. Okay? So and then you can do this also. News, north, east, west, south, and then you're drawing the letter Z. See that? So God is the news. He's the Word. God is the Word. And that's why Jesus said, do not live by the sword. Okay? That is the Word with the number 10 in front of it. The Alpha and the Omega. The Alpha is the female. The Omega is the male. It's always like that. But look at how they have it backwards. But this is the number 3. This is the number 1 or the number 11. Jesus and Gematria. You play cards and you've got an ace. You've got a 1 or an 11. Right? But it also is a symbol of a trinity. See it? There's the pyramid right there. See it? You could turn the ace upside down and you got the female. Pyramid. It's right in front of you. It's a symbol. So let's keep going. So senior, we talked about this. Junior is always 10, which is the letter S. 1 and 9 is 10. And then 9. So Isis. It's always Isis. And then you have the third, which is also the symbol of the Trinity. It's the same thing. It's amazing. So you got senior, junior, the third. Now this is in America. In England, you'll have the second, the first, and all this stuff, right? In America, we just do senior, junior, and the third. Or senior, the third, the junior, the senior. So I'm actually a junior, and that would be Jesus' right hand, or the number 10 and the number 9, which would be Isis. Isis is the moon, the earth, and Venus. That's the female energies of the earth. So when Obama declared a war on ISIS, passion, which is one of the words for ISIS is, watch this, violence. So what they're calling is passion, violence, which is the planet Venus. And listen to the word. Watch this. It's saying the V in us. Matter of fact, the word 40 is associated with Isis in Gematria. 40 days and 40 nights, 40 years in the desert. Because when you get to Saturn, Satan, you got to face him. And you have to say, you have nothing I want. Okay. So Eve bites from the apple. Here's the apple, the bite out of the apple. It's on your cell phone. Cell is a prison. The cell towers, the towers of Babel, the lake of fire. And it's on the left. She's biting, it's on the left side. So Eve bites the left brain. The female bites the left brain. That's what's happening in America today. Now, why is it from the serpent? Because the serpent is, here's God's light. This is X-rays. There it is, number 24, which is also associated with the female. The letter X, also the number 10 is X. So 10 would be the Alpha and the Omega, the left brain and the right brain. Same as the symbol of a Jew. East and west, left brain, right brain. It's right there. There's a number 10, the net. You live on a planet, internet. Jesus caught 153 fish with a net. 1, 5, and 3 is the highest level of conscience, which is the number 9 in the flesh. 10 is heaven, perfect. 11 is the cross. 12 is the Trinity. It's a symbol. You reach perfection. God has gained your approval. You've reached the highest level of consciousness. You've reached perfection. The 153 fish, the 144,000, the number 9. There it is right there. So you reach perfection in the flesh. You become spiritual. You hang on the cross, because when you become a spiritual being in a world of flesh and walking brain dead upside down zombies, remember P controls the world. President, Pope, private, PhD, pharmaceuticals, they control the world. So there it is right there. Man upside down and backwards, which is a number 6, right? So when you live in the world that's upside down and you turn yourself right side up to be a 9, see, the 9 is the opposite of the P. When you turn yourself backwards, this world wants to crucify you. They're jealous of you. You're going to heaven. They're not. And they'll do anything to stop you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click below and support my channel and my work. And just food for thought. You know, just trying to solve the problems of the secret societies and all the words that are associated with their codes and their symbols. This is the symbols. Once you learn this language, you can go to heaven. I'm telling you, this is the awakening. This is knowledge of the awakening. And believe you me,